So, Felipe, from today onwards, I'm the new manager around here. I was wondering who was messaging me at this time of the afternoon on my day off, and it just so happens to be you, Marcus. Nice to hear from you. Hey, you call me manager from now on, all right? Or boss, if that's the route you want to take. What, did something happen to the other manager of the store? I just told you that today I've been made the manager of this sushi restaurant. Could I ask you to please explain things in a little bit more detail for me then? Because as far as I'm aware, your uncle is still the manager of the restaurant and not you. And as far as the position of manager goes, I never even heard about how there would be a new manager elected to run the place. Did I miss some kind of a very important meeting the other day that I was supposed to be at? Well, my uncle just went and took his last breath and will no longer be coming out to run this place or anything else anymore. Really? He passed out back at home just the other day, and when the ambulance came and took him away, that was the last I'd seen of him. All right. I didn't realize. I am so sorry for your loss, Marcus. If there's anything you need my help with, anything at all, please let me know. Of course you'll be helping me out. As for right now, I can't be closing the restaurant at the last minute, but my family and I are all worked up right now and have to be home getting things ready for the funeral and such. So I'm gonna have you and Jay take over the place for me tonight, and for plenty of nights to come, I think. And once I've had time to talk with all of my family about it, we might be holding the funeral at the restaurant itself, so make sure you're all ready for that. I don't want to upset my uncle, who is not in heaven, by having us hold his funeral at his restaurant and it not being in tip-top shape. Understood. When you have all the details about that, please let the staff and I know. I'll get to work on changing things around on the schedule for everyone's shift. Good! Hello, Jay. It's me, Felipe. Did you hear anything at all from Marcus about the situation yet?
I did. Marcus's wife went ahead and sent me all the details about what had happened. I can't believe that he's already gone now. I'm hoping that at some point you and I will be able to go to his funeral as well. Anyway, did you end up hearing about everything from Marcus himself then?
That's right. He came to me and explained everything that had happened and what was going to happen.
I see. So him and his wife worked on contacting the both of us separately.
And so, from what I'd been told, you and I are being left in charge of the restaurant while Marcus is out dealing with his family and the funeral.
So in other words, he's not even thinking about closing down the place for a while then?
That's what it seems like. He said that he'd like to keep the place up and running for all of our customers, I believe. And he's also thinking of holding part of the funeral here, most likely the dinner and such.
Well, his wife did tell me that she thought he was going to want to keep the place open, for his own sake, or something along those lines. But if it's also to hold the funeral at, then I suppose it all makes a bit more sense. He is like a completely different person from his uncle, though, wanting to keep this restaurant open almost as though nothing had ever happened. Such an odd guy.
He sure is. So, can I ask you to go ahead and take care of shifting all of the schedule around and stuff for me?
I'll take care of it. Considering that Marcus won't be around, you're the only person here that can make the sushi that all of our customers want to eat. So I'll take care of everything like that in the office. And when I'm done, I'll come out and let you know before I head out for the night. Now, good luck making all those dishes on your own.
Thank you, Jay. Felipe, listen, bud, cut it out with all of that careless talking while we're serving our customers. All you're here to do is make sushi for them and serve it. Hello, Marcus. Call me the manager or boss. Okay. Did you need anything from me? Today is your day off, right? And like I was just saying to you, I'm not paying you to sit around talking all day to the customers while you're making that sushi. We have a server for that, as well as someone at the front of the house who can handle all of the customers. I find that it is a must to smile and make small talk with the customers while I do my job as a way of entertaining them. Huh? They come over to the counter for a reason, and it's not just to eat the sushi and then go home. And what exactly is wrong with me making the customers laugh and enjoy the service we give at this sushi restaurant? Was that all you had to say to me? If so, then I'll be going now. I have a long day ahead of me and not a lot of time to be staring at my phone.
Philippe, good work today.
Hey, Jay, good work today to you as well. By the way, Jay, by this point in time you should be leaving your work at this restaurant in order to go and help your husband open his place, correct?
Well, I suppose you're right about that, but some things have come up that are causing an issue.
I'm sorry that at a time like now you're having to deal with everything else in life like this place.
My husband understands the circumstances himself, so it's all fine. And actually, my daughter has stepped in to do a lot of the work I was planning to do, so there was no need to worry about me. But there is only a couple of days left. Good luck to you.
Thank you, and right back at you.
And now that you've mentioned all of that...
Ah, right.
Did you take some time to think things through?
Well, that's a good question. I am very thankful that you brought something like that up with me before. But considering all this place has done for me as I've worked here for a long time, I don't want to think about leaving it.
I see. And I completely understand that. You started to work part-time at that place back when you'd just gotten out of middle school and began working full-time after high school. So it's been close to a decade or two for you, right? You ended up gaining so much experience there as well, and could be considered as one of the best sushi chefs around. The fact that you got to work under the previous manager so often was so lucky for you.
I still have a long ways to go before becoming a true master at this, but thank you for saying that, Jay.
But there's one thing I have to say to you right now. The fact that you were never allowed to become the new manager after Marcus's uncle passed away was a major blow to the place, and him taking the restaurant over for himself is going to be the end of it.
What? Oh, but hold on, Marcus is his nephew of all people.
But the man that we all respected and loved working for actually cared about his store and his customers, right? And when it comes to you, you're the same as he was. Meaning you should be the one in charge of the place now, not Marcus. You can actually converse with everyone there without causing a headache. And have always been praised by all the customers. You should be the one running that place. Yet you're having to sit back and let the untrained nephew take it over. Also, I'm sure you're very much aware of this already, but a lot of those customers we had coming before are no longer around, thanks to Marcus, especially the regulars. A lot of them stopped coming over. The fact that Marcus took over the place from his uncle right after he passed away. And that fact alone.
I know. I am very much aware of what's been going on. I've asked that Marcus be more open-minded about the way he approaches and speaks to a lot of his customers, and I've tried to explain to him how a business like this works. But just as I'd suspected, he doesn't really care to listen to me at all. Also, it seems that from the very start he's seen me as some kind of an enemy of his. Currently, I'm in a position where he can't really fire me or anything, so I have that helping me, but I can for sure tell that he doesn't want me around due to the way he speaks to me.
Yet you're still wanting to stay at that restaurant?
Well...
In the past, the manager said this to me. He said that it is always important to respect the sign that hangs out in the front store, and to always make sure the business is doing its best. But if that becomes the only thing one thinks about, costing him the relation he has with his customers and the staff, then he's better off taking that sign down and ending the business for good.
I've heard that story from him in the past as well. Thinking back on what was said, do you think he was talking about something like what's happening here now?
I'm sure you know the answer to that already, right? I don't need an answer from you right now to my earlier proposal, so take your time to think about it.
Will do. Yo, Felipe! I'm gonna be changing up the staff here so you can choose between having your pay reduced or leaving my business. What? What are you talking about right now, Marcus? I said for you to call me manager, and what I'm going on about has to do with Jay. She finally went and left this place after so many years of causing problems here, all because her favorite boss is no longer running the place. So while I'm enjoying my day off, I thought I'd ask all of my staff what they wanted to do as I began to hire new people. But I'm not sure why you're wanting to hire on so many new staff members right now. In the past, both your uncle and Jay did a very good job of managing the place and were able to bring in enough money at one point where they could afford to hire new hands and keep them around. Well, my plan is to lay most of you guys off now and bring in my friends who are all wanting to work here. As the new manager of this place, I feel it's best to be surrounded by those who actually listen to me and who I can trust with the place. Because for some reason you and all the rest of the staff here that were hired by my uncle are never listening to a damn thing I say. It's because you never take your job as the manager seriously here that we can't listen to what you're saying and are always having to talk back to you. Also, you went and started to talk about how you'd be bringing in a bunch of really cheap fish from overseas that's nowhere near as good as the stuff we've been using, and I will not take that. If you're not able to agree with the way I want to run my business, then get the hell out! I thought it was kind of me to give you the option of choosing between a reduced salary or being laid off, but now I'm not giving you a choice anymore. You're done here, bud. Even if you were never going to quit, it's too late now. And once you're out on the streets, you're not going to be able to find another job because this place was all you ever had. All thanks to my uncle taking your familyless ass in after you went to high school. I guess I'm quitting then. You'd better thank me for letting you stay here with that reduced wage. I just said that I'm quitting, though. Wait, what? You're gonna quit your job here? Yes. Do you have any idea what that will mean for you? You quitting your job means that you'll no longer be employed anywhere. A high school graduate like you leaving this place means that you'll never have another chance at a job like this one again. Fortunately, I'm a very good sushi chef with many years of experience under my belt. As long as I'm willing to use these abilities of mine to make the best sushi I can, anywhere would be happy to have me working in their kitchen. Yo, wait! I'll leave my notice on your desk tomorrow, Marcus. No, wait, I'm going now. When you start to regret what you're doing here, don't come crawling back to me! Jay, I would really love to come and work for your husband at his sushi restaurant, please.
Well. You made your choice a lot quicker than I was expecting you to.
Well, something happened that led me to believe that right now would be the best time to go and join you and your husband at that new restaurant.
I see. Considering I'm working for a new place now and have nothing to do with my past job, I don't think I should be asking about all of the details. But Philippe, I'm going to get you all set up to come and join us right now.
Thank you so much, Jay. Yo, Felipe! Long time no see, Marcus. I'm hiring you back into my restaurant, so make sure tomorrow you come in to start working for me right away. What? Also, I'm leaving you in charge of preparing the place for opening. I don't have enough hands right now to do it all. Hold on, I have no need to go back to work for you. Stop being so modest here. You'll only be making half the salary you had here before, but that's better than being jobless, right? And if you're not able to pay for your apartment with that, I'll allow you to come out and live in my family's house. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I have a job of my own already. Huh? And of course, I'm still working as a sushi chef like before. You were able to find another job working for another sushi restaurant? That's right. Which one? One that's in Hawaii. In Hawaii? You knew about how Jay's husband also happened to work in the world of sushi, right? And, well, that husband of hers just so happened to open up a store of his own out in tropical Hawaii. And thankfully they made sure to let me know that I could come out and work for them if I pleased. I was a bit hesitant about what to do at first, but when you came and threatened me with either having my pay cut or having me leave the restaurant, the idea of moving to Hawaii to make sushi for someone else finally popped into my head. And that was the choice I ended up making. What? So that's when you made your choice? So now that you're aware of the situation I'm in, it's impossible for me to go all the way back there to help you. No way! Right now is no time to be messing around, though. If things don't change soon, the whole restaurant itself is gonna be in trouble. Come back here and work for me right now. If you're not here to make all of the sushi, none of the customers are gonna want to spend their money here anymore. What happened to all those friends of yours that you said you'd be hiring on in order to make your staff more trustworthy? About all of them. They assumed that you'd still be working here when they all came, and that's why they made the choice to join me. But when they heard that you quit, they all said things had changed and they no longer wanted to work for me either. So if you were to come back here and start working for me again... I'm sorry, but I'm very busy at the moment. Wait a second, Felipe! Goodbye now. Felipe! Ever since I left that place and moved out of the state, I heard about what happened through a coworker of mine who also happened to be one of the employees I ended up training as my first trainee. He told me that Marcus went and ordered a lot more fish from that really cheap supplier, and that led to all of the remaining staff to have a strike, saying that he was trying to kill his customers with terrible quality fish. And even before that strike took place, a lot of the customers that did end up going there were said to have gotten sick due to most of the fish no longer being sushi grade anymore, leading to a few cases of the restaurant being inspected by the state health inspector. The ratings of the restaurant went down the drain after those inspections came back poorly, and business there became more and more of a rare spectacle. The strikes also became more common until there was only a select few employees remaining there, which wasn't even enough manpower to have the restaurant open for one day. So, in the end, after almost going under and never being able to revive the place, Marcus's older brother went ahead and took the place from him and is currently working on turning the whole entire restaurant and everything around. Of course, Marcus was not allowed to work there after the place was renovated and management had been changed, but his efforts to find other work weren't fortuitous. The word about him being a terrible manager spread like wildfire, and not a single place wanted to hire a man with such a rotten work ethic and horrible track record. He would find some work at places like gas stations and convenience stores, but due to his horrible attitude, he'd cause drama and the like, and lose his jobs there as well. Recently, I've heard a rumor going around that he's having to sleep in a cardboard box out on the street every night as he tries his luck at gambling in a nearby casino with whatever money he can scrape up. As for myself, I've been fully moved into my new apartment here in Hawaii and have been working close to 60 hours a week making sure that the restaurant does well. I started off working here with a larger salary than I had when I left the previous restaurant, and I've been told that if the restaurant does good throughout the length of 1 year, I'll be rewarded with bonuses and all. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Luna, you're so shameless as a mother. Even though you're from a single-parent household, you still have the nerve to try and use the kindergarten bus, don't you? Is this you, Emily? And why are you saying this? Yes, I'm a single mother and Maya doesn't have a father, but what does that have to do with us using the kindergarten bus? I'm telling you, single parents should not indulge in luxuries. Luxuries? Are you referring to the bus fee? It's not like I'm struggling to pay for it. Oh, please, no need to put on airs. That's not my intention, but I still don't understand. What's wrong with being a single mother? Ugh, do I have to spell it out for you? I don't want my child from a proper wealthy family sharing space with a poor, dirty child from a family like yours. What? You should be grateful your child isn't in the same class as mine. If she were, I'd have gotten you both kicked out of the kindergarten already. Papa, the kindergarten bus passed by and left me again. Father, I apologize for the intrusion earlier today. It seems Maya sent a text message on her own.
Ah, if it isn't Emily. I should apologize as well for not responding immediately. I was at a friend's house and I only noticed your text message just now, so it was indeed Maya who sent it.
Yes, that's right. While I was working from home at my computer, she managed to type and send it by herself. She's just turned 6, and she's quite something. Recently, she's been fascinated by watching me use my smartphone. Since she learned spelling and things like that at her previous kindergarten, she seems to have picked up typing on her own. Maybe she learned it by watching how I operate my phone.
Maya is just like my late son. She's good at that sort of thing.
Yes, it seems so.
Anyway, about that message.
Yes, please, go ahead, and I'm sorry if there's any worry.
You've only been at the new kindergarten for 2 weeks, right? What's happened? Let me know if you need to talk. I'm here to help.
Actually, the issue is that a single parent's child is not allowed to use the bus.
What?
There's a parent at the kindergarten who holds a lot of prejudice against single parent families. This person is the mother of a child in the class next to Maya's. She seems to be the leader among the kindergarten moms. As soon as she found out that our family is a single-parent household, she started looking down on us, assuming we must be poor. And since the next day, the kindergarten bus has been passing by our house without stopping.
What? Are you saying the kindergarten is now just following the orders of this leader mother?
It seems so. I thought it might have been a mistake on that day, so I took Maya to kindergarten in my car. But the next day and the day after that, the bus kept ignoring our house. I realized this was a pattern, and I began to worry that Maya might face harassment at the kindergarten where I couldn't keep an eye on her. So I decided to keep her home today.
I see. Do you know the name of this leader mother?
Her name is Emily.
Emily? I didn't catch her last name. Can you send me that too?
I didn't get it, unfortunately.
I think I might know her.
Really? Do you know her?
If it's the person I'm thinking of, she's the daughter of a business owner I know. It seems her spoiled behavior, nurtured by her mother, is something even her father struggles with.
Oh, and I heard she has a son in kindergarten, too.
Yes, I remember her boasting about being the daughter of a company president. Her father runs one of the largest corporations in this area. If it's about B Corporation, then it must be that Emily.
So, you know her?
It seems so. I'll need to confirm this with my acquaintance directly.
I'm really sorry to trouble you with this.
No, I'd be happy to help for the sake of my son's wife and my lovely granddaughter.
Thank you so much.
Depending on the situation, should we consider shutting down that kindergarten?
Could it be that your child hasn't been coming to kindergarten lately because you've run out of money for the tuition? So you're really struggling, aren't you? That's not true at all. I don't appreciate your assumptions. The reason Maya hasn't been attending is not due to financial issues. Oh, really? Then what is it? It must be financial, given the way things are. After all, you've been having trouble with the kindergarten bus, haven't you? If you're having issues with that, it's probably because you can't afford it. No, it's not about the money. The real issue is the harassment from the kindergarten bus. With the way things are going, I can't be sure what might happen to Maya inside the kindergarten if I'm not there to supervise her. I'm keeping her at home for her safety. Well then, if that's the case, you might as well just withdraw her from the kindergarten. It seems like you're not fitting in here. Why should I withdraw her? I don't understand why you think that's necessary. You don't get it. Our kindergarten is an elite institution. It's designed for children from wealthy families. It's located in a high-end residential area, and it's clear that not everyone fits in here. So according to you, as long as a single mother isn't poor, she can stay, but if she is, she doesn't belong? Exactly! It's a common stereotype that single-parent families are usually struggling financially. It's just how things are perceived. Well, that's called prejudice. Just because there's a stereotype doesn't mean it's right. Oh, come on. If you're saying that's not the case, then prove it. Show me evidence that you're not poor. Evidence? Is that what you need? I don't think it's necessary to prove anything to you. Of course, it's impossible to prove, isn't it? No, I don't believe it's impossible. It just seems you're not interested in seeing the truth. Well, you're just making excuses because you can't answer directly, aren't you? It's clear you're not looking for an honest conversation. You just want to enforce your prejudices. Really now? So what are you going to do? If you're so sure of your situation, then prove it and stop making excuses.
Luna, good evening. How are you tonight?
Good evening, Dad. I'm doing all right, thank you. How was your day?
I've just finished speaking with Emily's father. It seems that there's been quite a bit of tension.
So, what did he say? Is there any resolution in sight?
Yes, there are some developments. I expect that there will be some action by tomorrow. He seemed quite intent on addressing the issue promptly. It looks like things might escalate a bit. I'm sorry if it ends up causing any inconvenience for you when I return home. I'll be dealing with this matter as best as I can. If it turns into a bigger issue, don't feel like you have to handle it all by yourself. Feel free to delegate anything that needs to be handled to me. I want to make sure that this situation is resolved without causing you too much stress.
Thank you very much for your consideration. I really appreciate it. I'll definitely rely on you if the situation worsens. Your support means a lot to me. Hey, Luna! What on earth is going on with you? Why are you acting so weird? Good morning. What's with the sudden commotion? I'm just trying to understand what's happening. Who exactly are you? Huh? I'm a mother raising my only daughter while working from home. That's pretty much all I can say about myself. That can't be all there is to it. Otherwise, my father wouldn't have been so flustered just hearing your name. Moreover, I was really scolded for not including you. Could this be about the confirmation from my father-in-law? Huh? Father-in-law? Yes, my husband's father. Huh? Oh, I see. So even though you're divorced from your husband, you still have contact with your in-laws? We're not actually divorced. Huh? I thought your divorce was due to some affair of yours. Is that not the case? Where did you hear that from? Well, do you think all single mothers are divorced because of their own affairs? No, not quite. At least that's not my case. Then what exactly is the situation? My husband passed away from illness 2 years ago. Oh. So my father-in-law still deeply cares about us who were left behind, especially Maya, who is both his granddaughter and a precious memory of his son. Whenever something comes up, he immediately offers advice and acts swiftly to resolve the issue. The reason Maya and I recently moved to this area, which is where my late husband was from, was also his strong wish. What's that about? Of course, I believe it's important not to become too financially dependent, so I work and manage to save several $1,000s each month. I find it quite unfair to be labeled as poor under these circumstances. What exactly is your father-in-law? He shares the same last name as me and is a well-known acquaintance with your father, holding significant influence in this area. Does that not clarify things? Same last name? If you say that, then it must be... wait a minute. No way. Is he the major landowner who owns numerous properties in this entire area? Yes, that's right. He's my father-in-law, Rick. He's also Maya's grandfather. You're kidding me! No, I'm not. I'm sorry for any confusion. I should have clarified this sooner. I didn't realize how much of an impact this would have. This is quite the revelation. My father-in-law holds a prominent position in the region. He's known for his extensive real estate holdings. Exactly! I had no idea! This changes everything! I understand. It's a lot to take in. I should have been more upfront about this. It's just... I never imagined that you were connected to someone so influential. Emily, please. Hey, please help me out here. I am facing a situation where my husband is on the verge of divorcing me. My father is also becoming increasingly upset, and my mother, who usually supports me unconditionally, is now siding with him. This is putting immense pressure on me, and I feel utterly lost. I see. I've received updates about this situation on my end as well. It appears that things have become quite complicated. So the company building and the factory land owned by your father's company, the apartment that's being used for employee housing, and your family's house, all of these properties are rented from my father-in-law, correct? Yes, that seems to be the case. My father-in-law has been involved in renting those properties to us, and now everything is in jeopardy because of this current crisis. My father-in-law, who is deeply enraged by your unreasonable and oppressive behavior, has demanded a swift resolution from your father. He's someone who doesn't take such matters lightly. If a resolution isn't reached quickly, he's declared that he will no longer engage in any rental agreements with your father in the future. This is a serious threat that could have severe repercussions for us. That's right. Because of this, my situation is becoming increasingly dire. I'm not only facing a potential divorce from my husband, but also the possibility of being disowned by my parents. Is there truly nothing you can do to assist me in this matter? I'm at my wit's end and feeling completely desperate. If you could just put in a good word with Rick, maybe it would help ease the situation a little. Any support you could provide would be invaluable in helping us resolve this issue. I'm afraid I cannot grant such a request. It's not something I can intervene in. Why not? Can't you show even a bit of compassion? This is a critical situation for me, and I am struggling to hold everything together. It seems you've forgotten entirely about the incident with the kindergarten bus. Huh? What do you mean? The way the kindergarten bus passed by my house without picking up the children was something that could only be orchestrated with significant involvement and coordination with the kindergarten itself. It was a deliberate act. I've traced the issue back to this, and it appears that you're having an affair with the bus driver, aren't you? Huh? What are you talking about? That's not true. Yes, the affair and the misuse of that relationship are the main reasons for the divorce, correct? You seem to know everything about it. Well, given that I've been directly impacted by these events, I believe I have the right to be informed. Please don't expect me to be the one to help you out in this situation. I am not in a position to offer assistance. Aren't you concerned about how this is going to impact my child? Huh? If this divorce goes through, my child will end up being raised by a single parent, which is a very challenging situation. Just like Maya from your family, my child will have to grow up with only one parent. You understand how devastating that can be, don't you? Please don't equate your situation with mine. It is not the same at all. Huh? I heard that based on your childcare experience and legal considerations, your husband is likely to gain custody of your child. That's correct! At such a young age, when the child is still yearning for their mother! If things go poorly, your son might end up in an even worse situation compared to Maya. I've heard that you've been neglecting household chores and childcare duties, merely putting on a facade of being a good wife and a wise mother for appearances. Huh? That's not true. I've been trying my best. For a mother like you, your presence, or absence, doesn't seem to make much difference. Might be better if you weren't around at all. What are you saying? Are you implying that my presence doesn't matter? I'm going to leave now. Continuing this unproductive and painful conversation is a waste of time. I have other matters to attend to. What do you mean by that? You can't just leave like this. You need to understand that this is a serious situation for me. I am facing potential ruin, and you just walk away? You're not understanding the gravity of the situation. I have done my best to handle things, but it's clear that there is nothing more I can do here. I'm not going to waste more time on this. What are you talking about? You have no idea what it's like for me right now. I do understand that you're going through a difficult time, but there's nothing more I can contribute to this conversation. My own concerns and responsibilities take precedence. This isn't fair. You're supposed to help me, not just dismiss my problems. Sometimes the best way to handle a situation is to step back and reassess. I'm afraid continuing this discussion will only lead to more frustration. So you're just going to abandon me to face this alone? I am not abandoning you, but I must prioritize my own obligations. I hope you find a way to resolve your issues. No, you can't just leave like this. Goodbye. What do you mean goodbye? This isn't over. I'm sorry, but I need to go. I wish you the best in resolving your issues.
Hello, Luna.
Hello.
Have you managed to calm down a bit since we last spoke?
Yes, somewhat. It's been a challenging time, but I'm getting through it.
That's good to hear.
I've been quite relieved because the acting principal at the kindergarten is a very caring and competent person. It's reassuring to know that Maya's in good hands. Thanks to that, I've managed to make some supportive friends among the other parents.
That's great news. It's wonderful to hear that you're settling in well and finding a supportive community.
Yes, it is a relief. By the way, I heard that there'll be a change in the managing organization of the kindergarten starting next year?
Oh yes, that's actually true. It's a significant change, but one that's necessary. We can't let the quality of the care and the environment for the children decline, especially in light of the recent issues we've faced.
I see. So what's the plan for the transition?
Well, following the recent concerns, the stakeholders had a series of discussions about how to address the issues and improve the situation. It was decided that my close friend's educational foundation, which operates several reputable schools, would take over the management of the kindergarten.
Oh, that's reassuring. By the time the transfer happens, Maya will already be in elementary school, but it's good to know that the changes should help restore trust in addressing any concerns for future parents.
Exactly. We're working hard to ensure that the transition is smooth and that the kindergarten continues to be a nurturing environment for the children.
That's good to know.
By the way, have you already bought a backpack for Maya?
No, not yet. It's something I've been meaning to do, but with everything that's been going on, I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd love to help with that. I understand your parents are planning to buy a study desk for her, so I thought I could take care of the backpack.
Oh, would you really? Oh, that's very generous of you. I didn't expect that, but it would be wonderful.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. It's a special occasion, and I'd love to make sure Maya gets a backpack that she'll really like and be excited about.
That's very kind of you. I'm sure Maya will be thrilled. She has a special bond with you as her grandfather, so this gesture will mean a lot to her.
Yes, I'm sure it will. How about we plan a day to go shopping together? We can pick out the backpack and spend some quality time together.
That sounds like a great idea. I'd appreciate your company. It would be nice to make a day out of it and have some enjoyable time together.
Absolutely. It'll be a fun outing, and I think Maya will enjoy it too. Let's set a date to go shopping and get everything ready for her.
Perfect. I'll check my schedule and let you know which day works best. Thank you so much for offering to help.
No problem at all. I'm looking forward to it. It's a small way to contribute and show support, especially after everything that's been happening recently.
I agree. It's moments like these that remind us of the importance of family and supporting each other. I'm glad we can do this together for Maya.
Me too. It's important to make these moments special for her, especially as she transitions into a new stage of her life.
Absolutely. I'm sure she'll appreciate the effort and care we're putting into this. It's all part of creating a positive environment for her as she grows.
Definitely. It's also a way to show her that we're here for her and that we care deeply about her happiness and well-being.
Yes, and I believe it will make a difference. She'll feel the love and support from all of us, and that's what truly matters.
Agreed. So let's make sure to get everything done smoothly and enjoy the process. I'm looking forward to spending some time together and making this special for Maya.
Me too. I'm confident that with your help, we'll make this a memorable and enjoyable experience for Maya.
Absolutely. Let's make it a fun outing and ensure everything is perfect for her.
Definitely. I'll make the necessary arrangements and get back to you with the details. Thanks again for your kindness and willingness to help.
It's my pleasure. I'm happy to be able to support you and Maya. Let's make sure to create a wonderful experience for her.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to it. It's important to create positive memories for Maya, and I'm glad we can do that together.
Yes, and it's also a chance for us to bond and strengthen our family connections. I'm sure Maya will appreciate the effort we're putting into this.
Absolutely. It's these kinds of moments that make a difference in her life and help her feel loved and valued.
Exactly. So let's make the most of this opportunity and ensure that Maya has a great start with her new backpack and everything else.
I couldn't agree more. I'll finalize the details and let you know soon. Thanks once again for being so supportive.
No problem at all. I'm excited about our shopping trip and making this special for Maya.
Me too. I'll see you soon and we'll make sure everything is perfect.
Looking forward to it. See you soon.
See you soon. Take care.
You too. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye. Not long after this incident, Emily's divorce was finalized. As one would expect, she had to pay alimony for her indiscretions and child support for her son. On top of that, she was severed from her family and relatives, who disowned her entirely. The affair with the previous head of the preschool, who was her lover, ended with him paying compensation and disappearing without a trace. Currently, Emily has no one to rely on. She lives in a rundown apartment tucked away in a corner of the town, trying to make ends meet with her meager income. From what I gather, she's now splitting her payments for both alimony and child support, which must be a struggle given her financial situation. Emily, who graduated from a prestigious university and got married and had a child right after graduation, had never worked a day in her life. Her entire adult life had been spent within the comforts of her home, without the need to seek employment. Her life took a dramatic turn when a significant mistake at work led her boss to explode with anger. This incident seems to have been a catalyst for a complete transformation in her behavior. The once capricious and demanding Emily had to retreat and adapt to much harsher reality. The change in Emily was stark. Her once vibrant and confident demeanor had now turned into a shadow of its former self. In the workplace, she's become incredibly cautious, constantly walking on eggshells. Her interactions are marked by a noticeable fear and anxiety, and she's always been wary of making any mistakes that could provoke another outburst from her superiors. The job that she once might have considered beneath her has become a source of constant stress and fear. Emily's days are now filled with an almost constant sense of dread. She's perpetually on edge, worried about her performance and her standing in the office. The stress is not just from work, but from the constant pressure of meeting her financial obligations. This pressure is compounded by the disapproval of her family and the community's judgment. It seems that the public eye has been unforgiving, and Emily's reputation has suffered greatly due to her past actions. In her neighborhood, where she now resides in a dilapidated apartment, Emily's presence is somewhat of a curiosity. The once privileged and pampered woman has now become a figure of pity, and her past lifestyle seems like a distant memory. Neighbors might whisper about her, sharing their opinions on her fall from grace, but it seems Emily is trying her best to keep a low profile. Every day for Emily is a struggle to maintain a facade of normalcy while managing the overwhelming burden of her financial and personal issues. The sense of isolation she feels is palpable. She's lost her former circle of friends and has become estranged from her family, leaving her without a support system. Her days are spent in a state of apprehension, with every minor issue feeling like a potential crisis. Moreover, Emily's son, who is presumably affected by the turmoil in his mother's life, also bears the brunt of this instability. The child support payments are meant to ensure his well-being, but the emotional strain of their situation undoubtedly affects him. It's not just about the financial support, but the emotional and psychological stability that every child needs, which might be lacking in their current circumstances. The previous head of the preschool, who was involved in the affair with Emily, has also vanished from the scene. His departures left Emily even more isolated, as she no longer has any connection or support from that part of her life. The affair's fallout has not only impacted her personal life, but has had severe repercussions for her professional life as well. Emily's story is a stark reminder of how quickly life can change. From a position of apparent stability and privilege, she's been thrust into a situation of hardship and struggle. The luxuries and comforts she once enjoyed have been replaced by the harsh realities of living in a rundown apartment and dealing with the daily pressures of a difficult financial situation. Her experience is a lesson in the fragility of success and the ease with which it can slip away due to mistakes and poor decisions. In summary, Emily's current life is characterized by financial struggle, social isolation, and constant anxiety. Her fall from a life of comfort and security into one of hardship and anxiety is a testament to the impact that personal choices and circumstances can have on one's life. Her daily existence is now marked by a continuous effort to navigate her new reality while dealing with the emotional and financial consequences of her past decisions.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Emily, I'm going to be taking your husband from you now. I get that this is all happening on the day of your wedding, but he's going to be with me now. We're going to run away with one another for our love's sake, since that's the only thing the both of us ever wanted. He said that he's left you with the divorce papers and all, so you fill them out and get them to the courthouse as soon as possible. And once you've done that, make sure to let me know so that the two of us can get married and be a happy couple for the rest of our lives. Emily, long time no see. It's been around 3 to 4 years now since the last time we talked, right? Wow, if it isn't Billy. What? Why are you reacting to me with such a terrible reaction? Because I hate you and would like you to know that. What? Aren't you being a bitch, though, by being that straightforward about all of it? Well, you have that kind of rotten brain where if I didn't tell you straightforward like that, you'll never be able to understand. What? What the hell, Emily? Having to deal with you is nothing more than a waste of my time. So I'm just trying to talk to you in a way that'll actually convey to you that I don't want to deal with you ever again, okay? If there is something really important you want to tell me, then spit it out right now. And if you're going to be asking me for anything, just know I'm going to say no to it, no matter what you ask for. Well, then this time will be your first time ever actually saying yes to what I'm about to tell and ask from you. What is it? Listen, Emily, I'm going to be giving you back your ex-husband, all right? Huh? What do you mean by my ex-husband? Listen, Emily, listen. I'm currently pregnant with my current boyfriend's kid, you see. So when it comes to your ex, I don't really have a use for him near me anymore. Wait a second. What is this about me having an ex-husband, though? I'm going to have a much happier life with my boyfriend now, so you can relax and take your ex back from me now. I'm asking you, who the hell is this ex-husband of mine you're talking about? Who the hell is he? Does this have anything to do with those nonsensical messages you were texting me 3 years ago or something? Are you talking about those messages about how I was talking to your husband and running off with him for our love's sake? Yeah, whatever the hell that was about. None of that made any sense to me because the man I'm with right now is my first husband, and I so happen to be his first wife, which means neither one of us have ever been in a situation where we've gotten a divorce. And from what my husband has told me, he's never even heard about you before and doesn't care to. What? What the hell's all that about? That wedding happened between you both 3 years ago, and it ended up getting canceled after your groom and I ran away from there anyway. There is no way you just forget about all of that happening and about the divorce as well. And are you just imagining things now where you think you're still married to your ex or something? That's so hilarious. And by the way, that's kind of scary that you'd be so delusional still. I never had any kind of a wedding before, though. My husband and I only ever went to have pictures taken of us in my wedding dress and his tuxedo, but that's all. Huh? Both my husband and his family understood that I had to cut ties to all my family before getting married, all because not a single one of you cared about me and made my life a living hell. So my husband never had to go out to meet with any of you, which means he not only doesn't know who you are, but he doesn't even know my parents. Again and again with this kind of crap. When you were the one that had such a disappointing wedding 3 years ago. It was at that sad excuse for a wedding that your husband fell head over heels for a beautiful woman like me and said that he'd leave you and come and join me as we ran away. The fact that you would lie so much right now in order to try and forget about that day. Are you really okay mentally? Do you need to go and get yourself a therapist in order to deal with all the trauma? Really, if you're going to try lying your way away from all of those bad memories, you have to try a bit harder than that. I seriously have no idea what you're going on about right now. Well, either way, this is what's going to happen now. You can have your ex-husband back now because I no longer need him. Jesus Christ, I already told you that I do not have any ex-husbands. Bye-bye. Are you freaking listening to me, you dumbass? Who the hell are you talking about right now? Come on. Hey, come on now, Emily. Can you hurry it up a little, taking your ex-husband back from me and making a relationship with him? Huh? We already agreed that he would leave me when you came to get him from here. So come take him away right now, or else he's going to continue getting in the way of my boyfriends and my love. What the hell is this about? Like every other time with you, I can't even begin to understand what you're talking about. It's actually been 2 years or so now since I went and broke up with your ex-husband. We'd been separated for about 1.5 years, but then when he started to hear that my current boyfriend got me pregnant, he started coming back to me asking for my hand in marriage again, which is why I'm asking that you go and take him away from me now and get remarried again, so that he will no longer be bothering me and you can have your life back. So please hurry up and come get your ex-husband so I don't have to deal with this any longer. All right, Billy, I have told you this so many freaking times now, but my current husband is my first husband, and I have never once been divorced before him. I have also asked him multiple times now about you, and he tells me he has no clue who the hell you are, and that he would never go out with you even if he did. And we never had a wedding as sad as the one you keep going on about. Jeez, I am tired of listening to you lie to me about all of that. If you have all the time to be thinking of ways to lie to me over and over again, then just come out here and get your ex. I know it's been a very long time now since we last spoke to one another. Huh? Emily? What's all this about? If you're looking for money from me, I don't have any. And it was you who said you were cutting ties to all of us, so I shouldn't even need to talk with you right now. I understand that, Mom. And to be honest, I'm not happy about having to message you about this right now either. But Billy's been talking to me about things I have literally no clue about, and now she's trying to do all these things that only seem like they will become problems for me down the road. I want to ask about what's happened with you guys over the past 4 years ever since I left you behind. Why are you wanting to ask me about all of that, though? Because everyone else who would have been close to you guys all moved away for things like work or because they got married to someone and had to leave town. Really, the only two people that would know anything at all about Billy is either you or Dad, and so you're the people I'm having to ask. Once I have an understanding about what's gone on with Billy these past 4 years, I'll stop talking with you and never bother you again. So just tell me things that pertain to her and I'll be on my way. I guess I'll do that for you. When it comes to Billy, we disowned her 3 years ago. What? You and Dad disowned her? After all that time spent spoiling the hell out of her, you guys got rid of her? What the hell happened that could cause you guys to disown her? She went and had sexual relations with a married man. And not just any married man, but one who was her boss. Oh, what a disgusting dog she is. So? Early that morning, on the day of her boss's wedding and all, she came barging into the place, making it obvious to everyone that she had something with him. She then took him by the hand, and then they both ran out of there screaming about how they were running away together for their love's sake. That led to the whole wedding being all thrown out of order, and I had to be the one to deal with it. So, those things she was going on about 3 years ago, were that? From there, nobody was able to find those two, and because of that, both your dad and I had to be the ones to take full responsibility for everything she'd done, because she could never be found. We had to sell the house, and now we're both living together at your dad's parents' house, having to take care of them still. What? But weren't both of you and Grandma really, really at odds with one another all the time? That's right, we were. And we still are to this day, which has led me to go thin because of all the stress I've had to endure in my age. But I don't have a place to go home to myself anymore. Emily, you ran away from us just before we could have used you the most, leaving us with nobody to rely on at all. We were left with no other place to go back to, so the only choice I had was to live with your dad's parents at their house. Is that right? That's what I expected to happen to you both, though. Then you're aware that Billy mistook that man, her boss that she took the hand of and ran away with at his wedding, for my husband at the time? Huh? What are you talking about now? It's because of that misunderstanding which she had back then that I've had to go all the way out of my own way to talk with you right now. Emily, did you get married as well? I still am married, and the man that I'm with at this point in time has nothing to do with someone like Billy at all. And he told me that he had never been with any other woman besides me before we got married. So you got married without even telling your parents about it all first? I cut ties to all of you, so of course I wasn't going to be saying anything to you both. And now's not the time to be talking about that anyway. I'm here to talk about Billy. Do you have any other memories of her before she ran away with her boss? After all of that mess had happened, and I was told that your dad and I would have to take responsibility for it, I sort of faded out from reality and don't remember much else. Your dad was the one that took care of the costs and everything that had to do with the wedding and the bride. In other words, it's best that I go and ask Dad about all of this now instead of you. Understood. I'll go do all of that. Emily! Hey, you cut all of that crap out right now and come get your ex-husband! I want you at my house within the hour to pick this man up and take him away from me! Billy, this is actually perfect timing. I was just thinking about texting you about all of that, so thank you for starting us off. What do you want? Are you finally going to tell me that you want your ex-husband back and will take him out of my house? To start things off, that man you continue to call my ex-husband happens to be the man you called your boss at the company you were once working for before you ran away with him during his wedding, right? His name's Ryan, right? That's right. I never thought that he was married to you all that time before I got him out of there. Why do you think that he was my husband, though? I was never aware of who he had been married to at first, but then when he and I got to our first hotel together, he sat me down and started to tell me all of the details about his wife and the kind of woman she was. You and her shared the same name, you guys graduated from the same university, and you even grew up in the same place. That's when it came to me that his wife was my older sister. I know that Ryan's a very cool man with a massive house and a lot of money, and that's why I wanted him as my man and all. But when I learned that he was your man of all people, I thought that things would be even more fun now, having just stolen him from my sister's wedding. So, with that kind of reasoning, you went and destroyed someone else's family? Well, come on. I thought it would be awesome as hell to make your life go from heaven to hell in a matter of seconds after stealing him from you. How frickin' sad. Huh? Here's the facts for you then. I just spoke with both Mom and Dad and asked them about what happened 3 years ago. Huh? You have no idea what kind of trouble you both put Mom and Dad through after you ran away with that married man, right? Well, not really, no. And after I'd first broken up with Ryan not too long after, I called Mom and Dad telling them that I'd be going home to live with them again. But when I said that, the both of them told me that I was disowned and nothing more. All right. So you don't know anything about how Mom and Dad were forced to sell their house after you ran off with that man because his wife had forced those two to pay your settlement off? What? And you don't know a thing about how now Mom is having to live in her own hell now, being forced to act as Dad's parents' slave all the time since they're having to live together. Huh? And about how Ryan's wife has the same name, is the same age, and went to the same schools as me. What? In other words, you haven't known about a single one of those things for the past 3 years and have just been living life like you'd done nothing at all, right? Huh? Wait. What are you going on about? And wait, you guys have the same name and all? Really, the only difference was what we went to college for. I was there learning international languages, and she was there studying economics. But she and I were never friends with one another, and had never really seen one another in person either our whole lives. In reality, recently was my first time ever learning about how someone with the same name and age as me, who went to all the same schools as me, exists. Huh? Are you kidding me? Also, when it comes to myself, I had to save up my own money and such to go to college, and so I didn't start going to school until a year after all the rest of my friends. That's why, technically, her and I were in different years when it came to the university we were studying at. Are you sure? You have to be lying to me right now, right? If you're still not willing to believe all of the things I'm telling you about now, then you're going to be far worse off. I can have Dad start talking with you again, though, if you'd really like, because he'll tell you all about the things you messed up for Mom and him after he had to clean up your mess. What? So then all of this really did happen? Ryan was never your husband and you were never his wife? Neither of you have ever even seen one another before? That's right. We don't know one another and probably never will. I didn't even know that the man you ran off with back then was named Ryan, and only learned his name recently after Dad had told me everything that went on 3 years ago after you left. This is insane. Oh no. Emily! Hey, help me! Emily, please help me! What? You're coming back asking for my help again? I need money! $80,000! No. You give me that money right now! You're asking me for $80,000 right now, so no. Wait, does that mean you went back to Mom and Dad at Grandpa's house? I did, all right, and now they're both coming after me. After being disowned by the both of them, you went and did the most brainless thing possible? Because I thought that since I'm pregnant right now and will be having them soon, I could use them as a way to get Mom and Dad to take me back into the family again. But When I came to the front door to see them, they both started to yell at me, saying they had lost $80,000 having to sell their home and pay for the settlements, and that I'd need to pay them back right now. Although they did say that since I'm pregnant, I could stay at Grandpa's house with them all. But after I had the baby, they were going to be putting me to work. I don't know what place they'd be putting me to work at, but I could tell that Uncle Rich has something in mind for me. He said to Mom and Dad that he knows of a company that's meant for wayward dogs like me, and that they could send me there to work doing manual labor for the rest of my life so I'd learn my place. Oh, right. Oh, he's talking about that all-female rock quarry that's run by the nunnery. A rock quarry run by nuns? They told me that I'd be forced to cry all of my tears away at a place like that. My husband told me that one of his old classmates was forced to go there and work 10 years after she went and beat her kid. He told me all about how before she was forced to go, she was this crazy woman that never listened to her family or her own husband and would constantly yell at her son. But after 10 years of being there, she came out this holy woman who acted like she'd never even think about doing something evil like that again. Huh? What kind of place is that? For some reason, I'm shaking out of fear right now. Well, from what I've heard, a place like that is beyond strict, and it is meant to break your soul and build you a better one. Then why? Why the hell do I have to go and work at a place like that anyway? Why am I not being allowed to go and work at a normal place around the house, like a restaurant or a cafe, like other women my age do? Well, look at it this way. When looked at by those outside the family, you are a total bitch that needs to be taught 500 lessons or so. Huh? I'm a total bitch? Why the hell am I the total bitch here? So you really are unaware of all the horrible things you've done to everyone? You explain to me right now what makes me more of a bitch than all the rest of you. The fact that you even need to be explained to why you're a bitch goes to show that you're too far gone and need some real help. Huh? Oh, that's right. One other thing. Seems that Ryan went out and checked to see if the baby inside you is really that boyfriend's of yours or Ryan's. What? After you had broken up with him for your current man, you went and had sex with him a few more times behind your boyfriend's back, right? Wait, if it is your current boyfriend's baby, then nothing else will be done about it. But right now, Uncle Rich is wanting to take you in to have an exam done to see whose baby that really is. He wants to get a DNA test done on the baby? Well, when all of that starts to be put into motion, I'm not going to be the one around telling you the information about it. What? I've also made a promise with both Mom and Dad that once things have calmed down between us, we are never going to talk to one another again, like things have been for the past 4 years. Wait, hold on a second. And in order to uphold the promise I made to you all a long time ago in cutting ties, I have to say bye to you as well. Emily! So, bye-bye. Emily? Hey, what about that 80,000? I made sure to block her number on my phone and removed her contact as well so that I wouldn't even have to worry about seeing anything from her again. And the same thing went for my parents' numbers as well, after I told them that if they ever needed to talk to me again, they could go through my Uncle Rich. Now that I think about it, what happened to the man who Billy said was the father of her current baby? Well, it turns out that the baby she was carrying was neither Ryan's baby or her current boyfriend's baby after testing was done on its DNA. In the end, it was never found out who the baby's father really is. Due to things not going right with Billy whatsoever, my uncle, as well as both my parents, agreed to start talking about having the baby sent to a foster home after it was born. And with a man like my uncle on the case, I think things are going to turn out all right for the baby, even if Billy tries to fight, saying she wants to keep it. It's been a few months now since then, and having given birth to her baby and having a few months to relax, Billy is now on her way to work. When she stepped out of the house one day to get the mail and everything, thinking she'd be just fine, a black van pulled into the driveway and she let out a scream when 3 nuns came out of it. She was grabbed off the front porch when she couldn't get back inside the house thanks to my grandpa locking the door on her, and now she's being taken out to that quarry, where she'll be living in the nunnery nearby and will have no access to the outside world. Currently, she is bawling her eyes out every single day because of the harsh beatings she gets from a lot of the nuns there, who say that they are beating the devil out of her so that she can get back to work and pay her parents back. And you know what? That is just the kind of place that a complete and total dog like my sister really belongs, and I hope that she'll have to stay there forever. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.